Hello, we're back. Hey folks, Markiplier here. So after my last City Skylines adventure into making a single house in an entire city, which led to some Truman Show-esque escapades, I want to go ahead and have a little bit of another go at this. It is safe to say, as usual on this channel, I have a hankering for some mental domination. So this all DLC? Do I have to buy all this? Oh my god, I think I'm a little bit behind on my DLC here. Alright, the challenge is pretty simple. We're gonna start a city with a single tile and only use one tile. We're gonna go ahead and call it the most ingenious and creative name ever, called... We're gonna keep it like that too. Oh my god, a world of possibilities, and we are stuck on Lobster Claw Island over here. So I was kind of stuck on which map to do, and then I decided that we're gonna need a few things to actually make this possible. Well, number one, we're gonna need land, obviously. Number two, we're gonna need access. Number three, water. So yeah, I just want to get 10k people on this tiny Lobster Claw Island, and also somehow make this island make a profit. It's gonna be difficult. I guess we'll, you know, do the smart thing and start off by actually getting access to the city from the outside world. Right, so we really need to minimize the amount of space that the highway is going to actually take up. So yeah, we're just gonna, boom, there you go, Bob's your uncle. If Bob is in fact not your uncle, you need to go ahead and have some words with your parents. They've got some news for you. Yeah, so using any of these big roads is simply just gonna end up using all the space that we currently don't have available. So instead, we shall keep it simple with some roads. These ones have trees. You know what they say, the best real estate is always right next to the highway. Oh, actually, hold on, let's scratch that. The best real estate is attached to the highway. Oh, I guess when we were tarmacking that road, we just decided to keep the trees there, eh? Really adds to the aesthetic of this town. Beep beep, I'm in my car. I sure hope I don't meet a untimely Alright, so I feel like it'd be a good idea to actually put the high residential density zone over here, because, you know, that's more people. But I also think they'll be less happy with all the noise. So instead, we're just gonna stick all the small density housing over here. And the real problem, that won't be a problem just yet, is where exactly we're going to be dumping the sewage. You see here, we could have quite the nice sightseeing and tourist industry from this lovely beach with, you know, a few little monuments from past times over here. Or we could turn it into a giant toilet and dump the sewage into it. Although I guess it would still be nice to go on holiday over here, as long as you're, okay with the smell. Might be a bit of a bacteria overlap too at some point, but nothing that a good dip into the ocean would fix. Do not go into the ocean. Come on down to the ISP Beach Resort. Look at that. Majestic beaches with places to rest your head. Watch out for the pesky Germans claiming the sunbed. Go ahead and get yourself some pop soda and delicious food right by the sea. Don't worry, the food's very, very fresh. A bit too fresh, if you ask me. What's that? You smell something funny around the beach? It's the smell of nature, city folk. You're just not used to it. Oh, there you go. The first part of our town is down, and it is bustling. Already got ourselves a hobo shack. That's how you know you're in the right place in America. You got the Pancakes International, and then around the corners, like the homeless people hanging out around a barrel frying rats. I've never been more relaxed in my life. You did pick a mighty unfortunate place to go speedboating, though, I won't lie. Yeah, so we've put down everything we need for a functioning city, like healthcare, police stations, medical care, high school educations. We've got it all. What a perfect little place to go ahead and stay. Bit too perfect though, isn't it? Yeah, I think what we need is a bit of industrial smog so people don't get too comfortable. You know, nothing says quaint little town like mass industry battery farming. You ever turn up to your job in the fields in the clown car. Traffic situation is definitely interesting around here. There we go. So we got the main part of the city, which will be the rest of the island. Essentially, we got that going down now, where the people will live, and then they'll head off to work at the farm. Ooh, you know, actually, I got an idea. I forgot you can actually make parks in this. So I've got one hell of a park for you guys. We'll call it Pleasant Smells. I was gonna put down a restroom for the park, but that is very much redundant when you could just step into the water. You know, I don't think we really thought out the steps to this pier very well. Maybe when the tide comes in, it's more possible. But also, I imagine everything else would not be too possible if the tide came in at that level. So I guess if someone actually managed to get up there. Well, I hope you're not there too long, because if that tide does come in, it might be a bit unfortunate for you. Hey, but look at that though. We got the high tide one, which you have to wait until the tide comes in, or you can just maroon yourself up there. And then over here we have the low tide one, which kind of has the opposite problem of the other one, where maybe it's a bit too low to the ground. Everything is going perfectly in my city. These big flashing icons, just a constant raves because people are so happy. Since people always get upset when I don't put down the bouncy castle, here is the bouncy castle part of the video. There you go. Right there, in the middle of the farm. I'm sure this won't anyway impact the harvest. Alright, so I'd say we've used around 50% of the island, if we actually consider the parts of the island that we could make more of. And it's not looking too bad. It's functioning as its intended purpose of working. There are a few little hiccups in the way for this little one-tile city that we've got though, such as the part of this field being underwater. I guess if you're gonna go ahead and harvest this part of the field, don't forget your snorkel. We do have the other problem that our wonderful beach, it's the water around it appears to be glowing. It'll be the new tourist slogan for the beach, I guess. Come to the beach. It's absolutely amazing. The ocean is glowing and radiating. We just won't tell them what type of glowing or radiating. That hasn't stopped people visiting, though. In fact, they brought the family dog and the kids. Also, is that Minecraft Steve? Minecraft Steve! Yeah, the city is growing now, and we don't want to, you know, overbear the system here, as our sewage treatment is only getting dangerously low over here. So, we're gonna go ahead and make sure we got enough pipes pumping into the problem. Still having the problem where our population isn't smart enough to be working in the buildings. So what we need to do is get them jobs they're well suited for. I mean, the farming industry absolutely booming. We were turning a profit with this city. Usually in real life, city planners tend to build the utilities under roads, so if there's ever a problem, they can go ahead and dig them up. But personally, in City Skylines, I like to give them a challenge when hunting problems. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and add a whole bunch of industrial right there. And watch as the city slowly turns into a smoggy mess. Oh, we are running dangerously low out of our one tile here, though. And I do want to go ahead and hit 10k population and somehow turn a profit, which probably didn't help me building this cargo airport and terminal. That's definitely ran into our profits quite a bit. I finally looked at the traffic heat map here to see where we're getting held up, people getting into our wonderful city, and I think there's a very clear and obvious problem here. That's a good sign. The brand new industrial zone is now burning down. Okay, thankfully we did go ahead and send like 10 billion fire engines, which hopefully shall deal with the problem. Alright, we're at 7k right now, and I need to fit an extra 3,000 people on this island. I've been very tempted just to raise the ground all over here, but I feel like that might have some catastrophic repercussions on this town. You know what? I like catastrophic catastrophic repercussions, so we're just gonna give it a go and see what's the worst that could happen. Ooh, there goes the consequences of my actions, I believe. Alright, this will totally, like, drain out, right? Because the way I've done that, I've kind of just made a giant sink. Oh, no. It'll buff out. I think we've got rainy day insurance. Just how rainy does a day have to be before it doesn't count? I like how that just wiped out a whole bunch of the town. I immediately just started making money in here again. The population problem, though, that might come after. Yeah, I guess this year's harvest will be a little bit marshy, to say the least. But not bad. Okay, only a few thousand people lost their lives and properties, but we now have so much more room to expand. There's also still a bit of a water problem, but I did notice that the cars are still driving under the water there. So we've adapted very quickly to our new life as ocean beings. That's right, the true Sigma grind set. Ocean polluted our world and drowned us all underwater, still goes to work like a boss. So maybe I can just like help them out by just kind of like getting this on a lower level, maybe draining it over here to the ocean. There you go. Be free, ocean. Go back to where you came from. Oh, look at that. People are merely just begging for the water to come back. Come on, guys. It wasn't that good. Okay, guys. I had no idea we were all such big fans of drowning in this city. It could also be that when I raised the ground there, I actually buried these so there was no water getting into them. That might be it too. Alright, so we've stabilized the water situation now. I have noticed that the water over here does seem to be rising little by little, probably because of all the fun stuff being pumped into it. I have also noticed that the currents, just now noticed by the way, are currently dragging the waste around our entire island and directly into the water pump. Yeah, might be time to go ahead and relocate the water pump. I just want you to know if some sort of dystopian catastrophic event happens to the world and I somehow get put in charge, you should be very, very worried for your safety. Oh yeah, there's a lot of dead people, probably from drinking the sewage water. I wish I would have caught that sooner, guys. Oh, look at that, though. Our farm is now a 4-star farm, which is a little bit concerning, considering it is now being watered with sewage. Oops-a-daisy. So yes, now we have all of this reclaimed sea land, which, as you can see, looks fantastic. I don't care. I am just going to stuff a bunch of people there and they're gonna love it. You wouldn't want to move to a city that was just underwater. Also the same city where if you look to ask where all your neighbors have gone, yeah, they're all dead from oh my god. I'm not too sure what actually happened there, but I'm just gonna stay blissfully ignorant to my own crimes. Probably should invest in a graveyard, I think. Maybe a couple. Alright, city is not looking bad. I put some low density down over here for the old people, so if they are gonna die, they can do it looking into our beautiful beach. And most importantly, sometimes the city does pull in a profit. Not always, but sometimes, just like there. And we hit 10k people living here. We hit 10k people living here, and here's a fire as they'll soon all leave. Okay, I ain't saying the city's perfect, okay, but with the space we had, we've definitely made something somewhat functionable. You know, celebrate. I think we need to put down a monument to celebrate our wonderful city, town, island tile. Go, look at that. It's the Boat Museum, a monument to our success. And quite literally part of the sewage outlet system. Oh, okay, well, apparently people did not like the boat museum. Their profits have tanked and people have started leaving. Yeah, the more people I do put in the town, though, the more kind of... Oh god, I have not looked just how bad the traffic is. Okay, so it takes a little bit to get into the city. Oh, we've only got like one input and output into the city, which is this one highway. So it does make things a little bit complicated, but hey, I'm sure people will be fine with it. Once you get into the city, look, it's completely fine. They all spread out. It's just getting into the city is the 12-hour wait part. It's like Disneyland World or whatever, right? You just line up for 12 hours for your favorite ride, and then you get the best 5 minutes of your life until you're set on fire and drowned in the ocean of sewage. That doesn't sound too appealing now I say it out loud. But did I go ahead and mention the boat museum? Come on down! Alright, I think we're gonna leave it off there for today. This was our one-tile city. We did make our goals of the 10k population and the profit, albeit at the end it may have dipped off just a little bit. That's not my problem, okay? You read the small print. Hey, if you enjoyed City Skylines today, feel free to leave a like, hit the subscribe button down below for more content on the ISP channel. Got a lot coming, a lot of new stuff, and if you guys want to leave any suggestions of what you actually want to see on this channel, feel free. I'm always recording new stuff and wanting to know what you guys want to watch. Until next time, though, do not go to the boat museum. Do not go to the boat museum!